Hello everyone. For my final video of the day, I'm going to be talking about another film called Sin City, A Dame to Kill For. But before I go into it, first I want to address the gaming review section. If all of you here are based on the games, kind of, I'm working on getting to Cuphead, and I'm close to being done on the game I'm on. So once I'm done that game, I'll play Cuphead and I'll post Cuphead. So until then, just please be patient. I know it's gonna be a little while, so I'll do what I can to post something in that section until Cuphead is posted indefinitely. So all I ask is for your patience in that regard about the gaming review section. Other than that, it's the only announcement I have to make about that. So that's all I ask. And I want to say thank you to the people that made this possible for me from the start of my journey up to now. Without all of you, I wouldn't even be here. So I want to say thank you for the spotlight and respect that this channel gets day by day, gained by a whole new bunch of viewers that are coming to this channel. And that tells me I'm doing something right and it's expanding. So thank you to all of you that made this possible. I greatly appreciate it. And you won't regret supporting this channel. That's a promise. If you want to help support this channel grow into a bigger behemoth than it is now, little by little, then I'm on a goal to reach 200 subscribers. So if you want to help with that goal to get there, my channel is at History Above 2.0. You can't miss it. And I do TV show reviews, movie reviews, and gaming reviews. So if you're new here, which most of you are at this point, which is great, and some of my fans from the start pop in from time to time, so thank you for doing that. And I do TV show reviews, movie reviews, and gaming reviews. If those are your thing and new to this channel, check those out and see what you think. And probably might add in another review section in here to, I don't know, maybe. Other than that, comment down below, like, share, all the good stuff. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the main show at hand here. A movie called Sin City, A Dame to Kill For. Again, I'll say this. If you read all the comics done by Frank Miller, then you already know what the stories are about. And the stars and actors in this film that did these characters justice, they did them justice to a T. So I'm grateful for that. And the second film goes into, again, the same concept as the first, going towards the big man who started all these messes in the first place. And around these messes are these fragmented lives who were affected by this. And of course, Eva Green does her role down to a perfection. If you read the comic for it, then you know what she does and does to this man by this point. If you don't know, I would highly recommend to read the comics first and go from there. But if you want to see the movie first, the only hint I'm going to give about this is she tricks him in a certain amount of way to officer and somebody and makes all these lies up to get him around in her little finger. And when he's done that special deed, she tosses him aside and gets his revenge on her. That's all I can say, since it's YouTube and you get where I'm going with this. And Jessica Alba's character, again, is not fully recovered from her lover/cop's death. So he talks to her in spirit, but doesn't listen too much. It gets help from the same man who was affected by Eva Green's character. And that man gets his justice as well, and she gets her peace. But before then, she changes into a totally different person, gets out of the industry she's in. I can't describe the industry she's in, because it's YouTube, but pretty much on a pole dancing. That's all I can say. Pretty much. And the other characters go through their traumas and leads back to one man, as I already said. And these stories interconnect to one another, and he did it perfectly to a T, at least to me. Others might say, not really, they didn't match, but based on the person who read the comics and saw the movies, they did the best they could. That's just my personal opinion. Others might think differently, and that's fine. But if you never heard of this movie or the comics, I highly recommend it. And the fun fact is, for the comics, for the second title for the movie, A Dame to Kill For, that was one of the comics' names. So if you type up that comic's name, you'll see the movie and the comic there probably. So, and of course it's in black and white, as it should be, and it's action-packed. Tells a good story, and it ended there. I don't think they'll do a third one. Same thing for 300, which is good enough. Granted, it wasn't perfect in its own way, but to me, it was good in its own right. So, other than that, I could really say, like I said already, the storyline's perfect. All interconnects to one person, and each person heals as time goes by the stories. And the bad person or persons get their justice, and those heroes finally get the rest, and the corruption ends. And the one story that's wasn't obvious at first was the person who played Robin in the Dark Knight Rises. That actor, I forgot his name. He was the son of the person responsible for everything, and treated his son like garbage, and did stuff to him that was very unacceptable, because he hated losing. I don't know if it's pride, I don't know what it is, but he'd rather off his own son, his girl, chop off his hands, and just ditch him by this point over a poker game. So, there are 4 stories, and I mentioned 3 of them. The last one, I'll keep to myself. And all of you can watch the last story to observe it. So, other than that, that's all I can say about the film. If you like the first one, and want to give this one a chance, please do so. Just know it's not perfect in its own right, to a certain amount of extent. They did the best they could to follow with the comic, and added some of their own stuff in. To make it more action-packed, I guess, and for the story. But just give it a chance and see what you think. If you're new here and never heard of this or never read the comics, I would definitely say read the comics first. I think there's like maybe 6 comics at least, maybe 7. Can't miss it. And then once you've done those, go watch the 2 movies, because all those stories intertwine in one film. That's all I can say about that. With that in mind, and everything I already said about the film, and to check it out and see what you think, that's all I already got to say about the film itself. Not going into the best parts. So, I'll end the review section here. And again, I want to say thank you to the people that made this possible for me. Without all of you, I wouldn't be here. So, thank you very much for the love and support that this channel gets day by day. And it's being expanded on YouTube, so because of all of you. So thank you very much for that. And if you want to help with the cause to get to the 200 sub mark, after reviewing what I do, please press the subscribe button and the notification bell next to it so you can see my videos once they're posted. And help out the cause as well if you like what you see. Comment down below, like, share, all the good stuff. Other than that, I can't thank you all to make this possible. And may God bless you all. Stay safe, and I will see you on the next one.